Hey, welcome to Mullen Stock. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. And also remember that this is not a financial advice video. Now let's start. So today I want to give you a quick pre-market update on Mullen. Go over some of the data points, technicals, everything else that you need to know, as well as what Mullen just came out with. So I'm going to go over all that. So currently down 7% pre-market. It does look like there is a new 52-week and all-time low coming today, unfortunately. And even looking here, there is just physically no buyers whatsoever, especially at these prices. So the next big support points that you really need to know based on the technicals at least is around $0.71, and after that is $0.52. So kind of extreme, but at this stage people are just looking for one of two things: confirmation of production. And I know it is July 2023, that's when the M3 is starting, but people are still very doubtful. But like I've mentioned in the past, this is just largely the sentiment David did create by promising a lot of things and delivering basically nothing on those promises. So it kind of does really suck in that regard. And then obviously when it comes down to Lawrence, a lot of people are waiting on confirmation of the whole Saudi deal. And it's one thing Lawrence actually saying that it is coming, but no different than David. As soon as you promise something and it isn't committed or delivered on that date, then people are just very doubtful on you in general. So kind of that's where Mullen is stuck in right now. So as far as right now, I'll give you guys a quick overview of, for instance, what shorts are doing. Yesterday they returned almost 600,000 shares, and it does look like this morning they are rebuying it back. So 605.58k shares, they are increasing pre-market. So kind of interesting in that regard. 21.29% of the free flow is being shorted. 34.68 million shares overall being shorted. It is still on the threshold list. Today is day number 9, unfortunately, and I'm sure some of you are wondering, well, how did it jump up to 21% when it was 15-something% yesterday? There's 2 times during the month on which the exchange does provide updates and so forth, and it does look like it was released yesterday. And that is where they did show obviously the 23.05% the short interest at that stage. So obviously then Ortex takes that information and readjusts it. So this is where there is a lot of shorts in Mullen. I think we already do know that generally. And like I mentioned, without those confirmations, they are really kind of free to run rampant until there is either one of those 2 things that does come out. And like I mentioned yesterday in my video, Lawrence did confirm that it is going to be at the very latest on Tuesday confirmation of the whole Saudi deal. And then he is going to be flying out to Saudi Arabia at the tail end of next week. Now you maybe say, why is he going out after the tentative news? Unfortunately, I didn't really ask that. I probably should have, but I do agree with you that's something that does need to be answered, why he's going out afterwards. He did say the fact that he didn't actually want to go to Saudi Arabia. David and Mullen itself is actually kind of pushing him to go out there. So clearly it might be associated to PR or something like that. And then when it comes down to it as well, he did say that I guess David is lending him or at least got him a private plane just to go out there as well associated to that. So again, it's one of those situations you guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. If you guys trust in David or Lawrence, then take advantage of these discounted prices. But clearly, like I said, the sentiment is just very much there. On a side note as well, I am not a financial advisor. You guys do your own due diligence when it comes down to those 2 confirmations. Once they do come out though, looking at stochastic, it is extremely oversold. So in theory, this is where you'll get a rush of value investors and so forth once there is some news potentially. And there was some news that did come out this morning, though just not substantial. So it does say Mullen completes successful commercial drive event and showcase at 2023 Government Fleet Expo. So in here it's kind of just standard stuff. So another one of those PRS that have been coming out, that's not really relevant. It does show that they are at least trying behind the scenes to get commercial business, which of course is fairly good, but still generally speaking, it's not necessarily what investors want to hear. But still, whatever it is, what it is, M3 I think is going to be fairly good based on the price point, and I don't believe there's that much competition in that sector. So hopefully Mullen and this vehicle is fairly good, meets up to a lot of the standards, and then hopefully it could be good because I believe the selling price is $68.5 on that. Guys, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about Mullen stock? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.